Alright, here we go again, everybody. This is the SLTV Star Series Season 11 Southeast Asian Division matches. This is Triumph Man casting first departure up against Execration IAP. Now, I don't know how this one's going to turn out. Now, we did have a bit of delay. I do apologise. This time around we had network issues. IAP was struggling to get their last member in, and it looks like they will have a stand-in right at the end here. Pocky going to be standing in. They couldn't get the last guy in. But FD will open up with a Panda ban. Okay, then. Nagasaki goes, you know what? You know what, Miracle? We ain't dealing with it. We're not having any of your crap. They're straight up, just ban it. Just ban it right now. So there we go. Naga Siren taken out. FD, though. Let's see where the next ban lies. Now, will we let the Death Prophet go through? FD won the toss. They did decide to take first pick. On the other hand, Execration went with the Radiant side. They decided they wanted that one instead.
5 seconds remaining.
I might see FD just even. They might even just leave the Death Prophet in.
Reserve
and
time.
Say, hey, you know what? You got to ban it, or we're going to take it. Deal with
Radiant team ban.
And I think we'll see a DP ban here in a moment. Unless IAP have something tricky up their sleeve. Don't usually see huge variation in the first bans at the moment.
10 seconds remaining.
Unless you were Team Malaysia.
5 seconds remaining.
Banning Husker and Ricky, which ironically would have actually worked against VG because they've been picking Ricky. Pick. Oh dear. Anyway. If you want to see some shenanigans, go look at the VG games from SLTV. They've been picking Ricky Maru. Been very silly. FD open up. Wow. Okay.
Radiant
open up with
pick.
an ET ban. ET pick. Sorry, first pick. That's an interesting choice. Don't normally see him picked up first anymore. He was once upon a time before when his Astral Spirit was insanely stupid. He was definitely very much first pick material then. Now less so. Still decent though. Does really help deal with a lot of heroes. Stuff like Morphling. Even TB, they do not enjoy playing into an ET when they lose all their arm. It becomes so easy to click down. Execration, though.
5
See
seconds
where they decide to
remaining.
respond here.
Tidehunter.
And then we'll go with the Tidehunter. Okay.
Radiant team pick.
Tidehunter picked up here, most likely off lane. And I've seen some ET builds where they just go for full-on burst damage with that Astral Spirit just providing. Actually, what was that? It was the stupidest build ever. That's right. We had a Tinker with a support Kunkka and an Elder Titan. And what they did was basically Tinker teleported to the Astral Spirit and Kunkka threw down the X marks to spot him just so they could yank him back. And he would teleport in on a team, just try and get 1 or 2 pickoffs, and then immediately before any counterattack could be launched, just get yanked back to the well by the Kunkka. They would just do that over and over and over, just basically waiting on the X marks to spot cooldown. It was completely stupid, but I don't think we're seeing this down around. But yeah, you could do some really silly burst lineups there with the ET Aura. The natural order is really, really powerful in the hands of a Magic Burst, and we often see actually Dagon getting rushed on the ET if he gets off to a good start. But Execration will go with a Scarith Mage as their second pick. FD, on the other hand, go for a Jakiro. Now, whether or not this is a core remains to be seen. Honestly, I'm not hugely in love with a core Jakiro. I mean, it can be done. I just don't like it that much.
Team ban.
Personal taste. But FD decided to ban out the Void. Batrider's still in the pool, but then again, so was VS. We might see it picked up, we might not. But if the team's planning for a Batrider, they will need to get rid of the VS.
10 seconds
or
remaining.
Sneak it in as a last pick before the next banning stage.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
IAP just going to take their time on this ban. FD likely to have some kind of push lineup here. I mean, you pick the Jakiro, generally speaking, you wind up pushing. The Liquid Fire, really good against towers. IAP, on the other hand, it could go anywhere. We'll see. Lycan now banned out by IAP. They really want to get rid of those rat heroes. Keep them away from Miracle. Lycan banned out as well. No massive synergies there. I mean, Lycan actually does a lot of damage off. I mean, if you decide to actually team fight with Lycan, you go up against a team early and they have no armor, Lycan can actually blow them up really fast. It's actually quite scary. And with that 650 movement speed too, it's really hard to stay away from. But, I mean, it's not the biggest of synergies, but I think it's mostly just a targeted ban, just to keep the rat heroes away from Miracle's hands. But, 4th ban here for FD. And at the Void, it's just sort of a solid, strong ban. They might just ban the Centaur. Yep, there it is. Ban the Centaur.
Radiant
They're up against Skyrath, and IOP have the next pick. So I think it's a solid. But then again, the Tide is already usually played off lane. That would be the interesting thing, which means they would either have to play a solo mid Tide or a safe lane Tide, which, you know what, that's not... I mean, if you run an offensive... I mean, you can do offensive tri-lane with a hero like Centaur, just go... Or they could even just do dual lanes. It's
5
plausible.
seconds remaining.
But that would rely on them then probably putting some kind of carry hero mid. It
Reserve
wouldn't be a
time.
really standard lineup, but it'd be workable. Okay, Medusa being banned out as well.
Dire
100% on that
pick.
one. You can do some annoying things though. I mean, if you team runs into you, basically runs into Medusa, basically she pops the ult and forces them to run away. That can basically, you can use that to zone them into an Echo Stomp. So you can do some things with it, but it's not the biggest of synergies. It's just, I think they're just worried about the Medusa all around. Earthshaker though picked up for Execration. They've got some really nice burst here and some serious
10
alpha strike
seconds
potential.
remaining.
Titanhunter and Earthshaker really, really strong. If they get the jump on FD with Blink Daggers, they can just
5
blow that
seconds
team up.
remaining.
And of course, the stun's really good to set up for Skyrath Mage as well. So a fairly gank happy lineup, even just a team fight happy lineup here from IAP, which is solid. FD though, go with the Zeus. Oh boy.
Radiant team
Oh
pick.
wow. I mean, I was talking about Magic Burst, and you want Magic Burst. Zeus has got that in spades. Elder Titan Aura partnered up with the Static Aura. Oh man, Natural Order and the Static Field. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Execration though, go, well, you know, if you're going to dodge burst
Dire
damage,
team
obviously TA is pretty good. On the other hand, she is up against Macropie, Dual Breath, and Liquid Fire, so give and take. As long as she stays away from the Jakuro's shenanigans, she should be okay. But, I mean, one-on-one in the mid lane up against a Zeus, that's actually pretty solid. FD might actually go, okay, well, that's not going to work, and say that's a support Zeus instead. And pick up something a little bit more suited to take TA on the mid lane. I mean, they could even do something like... Something we used to see
10
TA get picked against TA
remaining.
was, of course, something like a Bat Rider mid. And with both supports most likely picked up their
5 seconds
IOP, they
remaining.
don't really have to worry about the VS unless we saw a Core VS, which is... Actually, that's still
Reserve
quite
time.
possible. Core VS is pretty decent, and she combos nicely as well. Early damage aura for Templar Assassin, extra negative armor to stack with Meld. Can't really go wrong with that. Plus, Swap is just nice. It's just a good spell to have. I mean, they still could do a Core VS. It'd be unusual to say the least, but definitely a decent pick, I feel. I don't think they're going to go with it, though. They might. They might just pick it. I mean, if they go for a Bat Rider for FD, they might just pick it. What else could they throw down against Templar? Maybe Viper? Viper raises out. See what they've got in mind. It looks like FD, they're kind of stumped. They're not sure what to pick here. They're going to take their time on this one. I think they're still deciding whether or not Zeus is going to be a core, and they will risk trying to send him up against a TA. At the very least, Zeus can still farm. But the problem is he doesn't slow down the TA at all. She can bounce most of his damage there using the refraction. Okay, Dark Pack, pretty good for blowing through refraction charges. But yeah, Zeus will obviously be able to stand back, stay out of the Sideblade range, and just spam his Chain Lightning to get his farm. But on the other hand, he won't really be able to slow down TA all that easily. Slark being picked up as well. That could be a safe lane. Slark could be a mid.
Remaining.
Still not sure what FD are doing. I think the only thing that I'm fairly sure about right now is ET is
remaining.
most likely going to be in that off lane.
Reserve time.
Now the next series of bans here. I think they might just throw out a tongue. You know what? Probably still tossing up whether or not the Zeus is going to be a support. They just decided to get rid of the VS.
Dire team ban.
And they have the first pick, actually. This could actually be a... They banned the VS. It could be a Bat Rider pick coming up. I mean, they could actually just jungle... If they wanted to, they could actually just, jungle a battle or something. But Wraith King going to be banned out here.
Radiant team pick.
It's a good way to survive the burst damage. IAP now with the final pick. They banned the Venge, which is unusual, unless you're going for the Bat. Or a Void even. She's pretty good against the Void as well, but Void's already banned, so the Bat Rider's the only real one that makes sense. And as IIP do have the first pick here, getting rid of the VS would be a good idea. And like I
10
said,
seconds remaining.
Yes. Yeah, on for FD though. I mean,
5 seconds remaining.
they still are. I guess they're thinking, okay, that's going to be a solo mid Zeus. Slark safe
Reserve
lane. They're
time.
looking for another support. They might even just do support Zeus and then do something like Venomancer in the mid. That's also, I think, possible. Invoker's not actually hard bad either. If you get the Forge Elementals out, they can be pretty damn annoying for her to deal with. Plus, if she gets hit by the EMP, just losing all of her mana, like Templar Assassin needs mana to be effective in fight. She wants to put Refraction up, needs to meld, obviously wants to spam traps everywhere, so losing all of her mana in a fight is actually a pretty big deal as well. We'll see. I mean, Quas Wakes or Quas Exalt both are pretty decent against TA. She gets zoned out really hard by the Forge Elementals, and they can risk just walking up and just putting the negative armor on her and just burning through her refraction charges as well. Also, she tends to have to get pretty close, and getting Cold Snap and having a Forge Elemental sicked on you, not a whole lot of fun. Double damage, double instances procced as well. Basically, 2 volleys and basically two auto attacks from Templar or from the Invoker and the Forge Elemental could pretty much get rid of the entire set of refraction charges for Templar Assassin. So he's pretty solid against her.
Remaining.
But it's going to be a Doom final pick.
Dire team pick.
And against a Slark and a Zeus even, that's actually a very solid choice indeed. Blink Doom on Slark or Zeus, and that could easily win a fight for Execration. And that's actually really scary. They've got if they time the Thunder God's Wrath just right, they could prevent the blinks, but it's going to be so hard. Blink Echo Slam, Blink Ravage, Blink Doom.
Remaining.
Oh, man. IOP could just win a fight straight up. If they get to the Blink Dagger stage, right now, FD are going to be such a hard spot to win these fights.
Reserve time.
On the plus side, for FD, IOP do not push very hard, so they get some pick-offs. They don't actually push that quick. On the other hand, you know what? FD do have a decent wave code. Jakiro, obviously, Macro Pyro tends to often actually just get used to clear creep waves. It's pretty short cooldown, plus a lot of damage.
5
Slark as well
seconds
can
remaining.
burst through the creep waves pretty easily as well.
Drow Ranger.
But a Drow, wow. Support Zeus, yep. The harassment on Templar Assassin, not that good in terms of just knocking through refraction charges, but overall it's actually pretty annoying for it. Like Templar Assassin, getting constantly slowed by Drow is actually going to be fairly difficult for her in terms of getting kited in the fights, but I don't think it's going to be an issue though, because FD, their teamfight department is sorely lacking. I am a little bit worried for them. I mean, they've got a decent bunch of heroes. Slark's obviously always annoying. Drow's pretty strong as well, which Drow doesn't have huge synergies this match. Obviously, she doesn't have something like a Visage to play with. I think they just picked up the Drow in the end just to... we'll see. It looks like it might actually... it looks like we might actually see a Drow mid in a moment. But I don't like FD's lineup. I feel like the problem is IOP's lineup is so easy. Like, it's just this lineup basically plays itself. Get Blink Daggers, blink on your opponent, mash R as hard as you bloody can, and then win the fight based on that. Because FD have a whole bunch of squishy heroes there. I mean, Slark, obviously he's annoying, but when you've got the AoE burst coming out of Execration, they've got Ravage, Anchor Smash, Echo Slam, Fissure, Mystic Flare. All of this stuff can smack Slark around, knock him for 6, and they've got the Silence as well there. If they set up with they've got the double Silence, they've got the Ancient Seal, they've got the Doom. Either of those go down on Slark, he is just dead meat. So Slark is not going to be that much of a factor in a fight, and pretty much the only way to try and slow down the fight is maybe a very delayed Echo Stomp, or possibly a good Ice Path, but neither of those match up to the sheer firepower that Execration have. And I feel like we're probably going to see just the Blink Daggers come out and Execration go, well, ults are up, let's push towers. Let's just go and, 5-man, push towers, take towers, and just say, FD, we're marching up into your base, what are you going to do about it? So, yeah, we have to say, FD are going to have to outplay the shit out of Execration. This is going to have to be some pretty slick moves from them if they're going to hold this. If this game goes poorly for them in the early game, we can see some early Blink Daggers come out for IIP. It's going to be really, really hard for FD to hold this match, to go long enough to basically make the Drow and the Slark worth it. And even if they go that late, they're going to be up against stuff like Double Doom, Double Ravage. It's just still going to be really hard for them to win late game. Anyway, I caught the lineups though. Playing for IIP, we have Kimo playing on his signature Earthshaker, Pocky standing in here on the Scarith Mage, Primo playing the Templar Assassin, Uwe there playing Tidehunter, and Fox playing Doom. At the Dire side, for first departure, we have Miracle playing the Drow Ranger, Lubby playing Jakiro, which is in fact a solo mid Jakiro here, Pelosin playing the Slark, Alaka playing Zeus, and Hannah playing the Elder Titan. No, wait, that's not a solo mid. Never mind, I'm retarded. Not a solo mid. Twin-headed dragon. It's in fact Miracle solo mid. Dragon was standing by the tower because he can. He's trying to trick me.
The battle begins.
He's picky on me because I'm retarded. Not a nice guy. Anyway, Hannah. Wait, he's got this. I was about to say he's botched a block. No, he figures it out there. Just managed to sneak in front. Illusion Room being picked up by Pocky. Fox, you know what, this shouldn't... Unless he gets hit by a bad fissure block, I don't really see ET in too much trouble. He's just going to try and level here. Doesn't really have that much fun to pick up. If he does happen to find an early Dagon, though, or something like that, that would be really, really helpful.
Denied.
Although, I don't even know if they had the burst. In fact, it's going to be a dual mid. Alright, so this is what they decided to go with. This is going to be hard for Templar Assassin. The Liquid Fire just completely destroying her Refraction. And with the Refraction down... She's basically mincemeat for Drow. But right now, though, I don't think the Templar Assassin's the big focus. IP are probably happy with how this turned out. Alright, you know what, do that. We're going to focus on getting farm on Earthshaker, focus on getting farm on the Tidehunter, although as I say that, he's getting pounced and beaten up by Slark. And the Doom. As long as they get farm on these heroes, in fact, they might even say, Doom, just go jungle. Like, this lane is going to be pretty easy. They could just send Doom to the jungle and make sure Kimo gets some early farm, because if he gets the early Blink Dagger, suddenly, this really opens up the game for IIP. And, I mean, Doom is Doom. You cannot stop this guy from farming. He just farms like a madman. The hero is impossible. He will get that early Blink Dagger. He will get that Midas probably as well, and he will just basically always have money. You just can't stop him. But it looks like IIP are actually worried about getting TA farm, so they will actually try and protect her. Kimo now being sent to go and do something about that, which he is not succeeding in so far. Bottle, though, coming out for Templar. Did do a greedy Bottle Rush build. Meanwhile, ET chasing off Pocky. Pocky turning. Landing some hits there on ET. And FD, overall this is going okay for them. The longer they delay these Blink Daggers, the better off they're going to be. And right now, IIP are not really making much of a move to get these Blinks up in a timely fashion. Tide will probably farm sort of okay, because he can bounce a lot of the harassment. But as Zeus starts leveling up, Fishy comes out, just blocks it off there. Hannah tries desperately. Just need to reach across this stupid fissure and pick this up, but it's not happening for him. But yeah, as you see the levels coming here on Alaka as well as the Slark, it's actually going to become very dangerous because they've got a lot of burst magic. So I don't know if the Tide's going to be that safe, as Primo just never has these refraction shields up at all. His one last hit, one deny so far, and it's not actually that much Kimo can do because Jakiro just runs forward. Like, he just runs forward, pops the slowdown, pops the Liquid Fire, then runs away. And if he gets hit by a fissure, okay, he just disengages. And right now, Templar Assassin has no way to chase him down, so he's in no real risk. As he's actually going to try and block off Yui here, and they could actually easily get a kill. No, there's no follow-up. He's in fact just going to head up there. Meanwhile, though, they dive on bottom. Pick up the first blood there on ET. Fox just goes for it. Does he deploy? No net needed. Just basically sheer harassment coming out from the Scarith Mage. And the concussive shot setting that up does charge on the tower with the Scorched Earth. Drow Ranger, there we go. Double Wraith Bands coming out, just going for that maximum damage. But yeah, she doesn't have huge synergy. Like, pretty much, Drow Ranger is boosting the damage on herself and Jakiro and Zeus. So her aura is going to be less than... It's not going to be amazing, this match. It's not going to be like those Psycho matches you see with the birds and the full range lineup and Vengeful Spirit and all sorts of mass steroids coming, mass aura steroids coming out. As we see Templar Assassin finally getting some bit of ground there on Miracle. Miracle immediately responding. I think IIP are just making a bit of a misplay here. I feel like they should have just said, alright, this mid lane is a wash. There is nothing we can do to salvage this, except maybe, I mean, they could have tried to salvage it if they sent Pocky mid. It's quite possible that his spam from Arcane Bolt could have quite easily forced Miracle out of the lane. because he went greedy here. He went for the double Wraith Bands, doesn't have the bottle to refill. It's actually pretty dangerous for him if he just keeps getting spammed down like that. But they sent the Earthshaker, who just showed up the lane. Kimmo went, I'm not even going to bother the Fisher because we can't do anything with this. So it was pretty useless. All that happened was they had no stacks being done, no farm being got on their support, who needs an early Blink Dagger. I mean, if he gets the early Blink Dagger, he's going to do so much work with it. FD's lineup is really vulnerable to getting hit by Alpha Strikes. See the Gush come through on Miracle, going to try and set up a kill, double damage, pop, Gus being used to pop him back though. Primo comes forward, concussive shot, I think he's very dead here. Miracle's going to die, uphill miss, no. Doesn't even matter, the Arcane Bolt would have finished him off.
Keep a secret.
Primo's setting up an EOR, they set up a good kill there. It's a nice kill on Miracle, but right now they really want the blinks. On the plus side, Doom of course is getting pretty much uncontested farm, which is being accelerated, of course, by
Dire's
Devour.
middle tower is under attack.
And for the most part, FD have just pulled both supports back to the safe lane, just going to try and make sure that Slark gets farmed. I still feel like that no matter how hard they farm Slark, he's just so susceptible to getting doomed in the late game. Just blink Doom, and then he's just so screwed. Fisher comes out, no block though. But we see a chase. Primo doesn't have his ult up though. Never mind though, we've got the slow coming out, and the silence as well. The auto attacks come through. Down goes the Drought. 2 quick kills. IAP just decided, you know what, alright, well, we'll let you have the early phase there in the lane. We'll just make sure we just rotate and gank. Fisher comes out, doesn't block, but we'll slow down and create space here for Pocky. Pocky, though, being chased down. I think he should be fine, though. Meanwhile, Primo comes in from the rear side, going on top of Hannah, pops a refraction again. A lot of auto attack damage, but it's not enough to finish him as they don't have any slows. Still just getting level 6 from that last range creep there. Ward's being brought out now. And yeah, they're sick of those rotations there on the Drow. Miracle now just going to pick up some... Well, that could be the start of the Asher, or it could be his power treads. We'll see. And there we go. Oh boy. This Doom, he wants his farm. Picks up a Midas straight up at the 6-minute mark. Miracle hanging back here. He's really worried about getting jumped. If he walks into these traps and gets slowed, he could easily be picked up from the rear. Now, Lubby swinging around from the rear. Lubby, oh boy. It's got a Town Portal scroll on it. 5 tangos. What is going on there? 5 tangos. I don't really feel like they achieved all that much by rotating him. Slark pounces forward there on the illusion. Finds nothing, though, for his troubles. I feel like FD should have just kept the Jakiro mid. Just used him to really just shove Primo out of lane. Because as he's walked away, Primo's now getting his farm up. And not having him there to defend as well just really opened up room for them to go on Miracle. They didn't have that Ice Path, didn't have that slow to try and defend him with. Now, concussive shot, Ancient Seal as well. I don't think they get this kill though. Doom actually being forced back there. Doom's actually going to turn around, throws the Doom down. Alaka now in trouble. Fission comes through as well. This should be a dead, very dead Zeus. Tries to jump away into the trees. Not going to happen. Turns around. Will be auto attack down. You know what, Hannah goes for the staple gun kill. We'll get a return kill there as he starts to speed away. Fisher up though. It's only a level 1. Fisher ready. 1 second. Here we go. It's ready to go. Kimmo looking for it. Will throw it out. Decides not to go. There we go. We'll go for it. Not enough though. And no range fault. Meanwhile, mid lane, Miracle finding a return kill there on the Templar Assassin. This is what I mean. Like, if they just kept Lubby mid, not only can he defend, but they've got the opportunity to open up the kills. I do question rotating him out. It just didn't really... It's like the same thing as rotating Kimmo. It just didn't achieve much. Whereas where they were, they could have done so much more.
Invisibility.
Slark. It looks like he's going straight for a Blink Dagger. He's just going to look to brawl early, set up pickoffs, which is going to be useful. Meanwhile, no Ravage though. I need without the Ravage. Actually, they could. Does he have an? Oh, he doesn't have enough mana for both. If they had the Gush up, could possibly be both. And they're pinging this out. He's worried. He realizes he's being followed here. And I think it's because he saw the danger pings there. He bumped into him and realized, hang on, my pathing's screwed. There's an invisible person here because it's not like they even had any wards up. The ward just being placed now by Alaka. But fortunately for Miracle, the mana wasn't there for Tide anyway. Needed his arcanes. Bottom lane, Kimmo. Blink forward there. Slark landing the stun, landing the leash there. Doesn't matter though. Pelosin should be able to run him down. The Fisher comes out, maybe not. Stomp. Yeah, there we go. Easy kill. Pelosin picking up a kill. I'm looking at Doom's farm. This is odd. Alright, so Fox, obviously, he's had a lot of early farm. He's picked up the early Midas, got Devour up and running. But the thing is, he has 36 CS at 10 minutes, almost. That's actually, like, he's got 20 denies, which is nice, but he's really skimping on the last hits. Considering his lane has been mostly uncontested with a Sky continually forcing Elder Titan out lane, a first blood as well. Attack. So Slark jump away, they will escape. Having 36 CS is actually, that's actually really bad. Like, you want to have 50 bare minimum 10 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower
and when you've got an
under
easy
attack.
lane like what he's had here, I mean, you're getting harassed a little bit by Astral Spirit, but it's not that bad. Especially when Doom can basically heal off a lot of it with Scorched Earth. He should have way more than 36 CS at the 10-minute mark. That is actually really, really bad. Like, Slark's rotated for a gank and he has 51. And Slark has had a harder time against the Tidehunter in the early phase, being forced back by the Anchor Smashers. I know, I question that for the Doom a bit. Really, Fox should have more CS than he has, for sure. Earthshake about halfway to a Blink, and I think he will just do Blink first. He doesn't really have a chance to go for early Arcanes here. I mean, he could, but I think here he just really wants to get the Blink up and running. Doom also closing on his, has picked up some phase as well. And Tidehunter decided to go for Arcanes first, which, yeah, fair enough. He doesn't need the mana pause we saw earlier. He could have fit that kill there on Miracle. Miracle now spotted out, though. Does that ward see Tide? Yes, it does. They see him. Reinforcements are coming as well. They're trying to close the net here. TA now being spotted. Will get hit there, slowed down. Now she's going to lose a Refraction Shard. It's dual breath as well. Lightning Bolt comes through. An easy kill.
You should have hit when you saw me.
A much higher priority kill there than the Tidehunter as well. Stomp, Echo Stomp comes through, set up. Will it be a follow-up? Doesn't look like it. Uy gonna back off here. No, Blink forward. It's gonna go on Pocky. Pocky now in trouble. Fishy comes through. Ancient Seal there. Ravage comes in on Pelosin. Pelosin now in trouble. Shadow Dance ready to go in 1 second. It's up and ready. The silence wears off, but he doesn't even need to use it. They get a double kill there. And the turnaround Ravage wasn't enough to save the Skyreth Mage.
Radiant's middle tower
Now the push is coming from FD.
Is
IMP, like
Radiant structures
they
are
should have had a better
fortified.
early game than they've had so far. Meanwhile, Kimmo now in trouble. Fishy comes through. Can he save his own life here? Pelosi now
Radiant's middle
still has
tower
Shadow Dance.
has
Actually, doesn't have the
fallen.
mana for it. No, he's fine now. He's got the stick charges. He'll be okay.
Dire's
Just trying to
bottom
skip away
tower
from that
is
Doom
under
though before he
attack.
gets doomed. And also backing off. So, I mean, as far as things go for FD, this is okay for them. Obviously, the Blink Daggers are going to come up eventually. As Earthshaker did go for Arcanes, I don't know if I agree with it. I feel like they need those Blinks faster right now, especially since he didn't have the best of starts. We'll see. Miracle now picks up... Ooh.
Dire's middle
Mask of
tower is under
Madness,
attack.
and he's going to go... Can he do this? If Jakiro tanks a bit, I don't know about this, though. I guess with the auto attack slow, it's possible. You might need Jakiro to help him out here in a
Dire's
second. But, I
middle
mean,
tower
they've got the
is under
double
attack.
auto attack slow there. Because they've got Liquid Fire as well. You know, he's not using the Ice Arrows. But he's got the Liquid Fire there. I mean, it's just really, really giving him the... just preventing him from putting out the damage, pretty much. And with Lifesteal... Okay, no, it looks like it's going to work. Now, 3-man smoke coming top lane. They want to kill this Slark. And with the silencers as well as the Doom, does he have a blink? Yes, he has a blink.
Radiant's bottom tower
And this is
is
what I
under
mean. Like,
attack.
Slark is just in so much danger here of just getting blink doomed. Going even into the late game. It's just going to be so hard. There we go. Ancient Sealers. Oh, boy.
Has
That's some
fallen
hate,
to the
alright.
Brutality.
And you cannot Dark Pack Doom. Doom is just going to kill you. Miracle, though. Picks up the Aegis. Will also find himself in an invisibility room. Might be able to set up a fight. Or set up a pick off here. Drow is actually pretty good at ganking a lot of heroes earlier. Especially, like, the supports have to be
Dire's
really
top
wary
tower
about
is
getting jumped
under
by her.
attack.
The Gust, as well as the Ice Arrows, just really, really crush supports. Drow is actually surprisingly good in the early phase. When she's like, look at this, like, Tide is just so much easy for him to kill. Oh, Thunder God's Wrath comes out, she cannot get away.
My goal.
Double damage now picked up for Drow.
In these woods.
That's why Blink is really good. Like, she can just murder support so easily. She blinks in, gets off a really good gust, and then just blows people apart in the interim there. Bottom lane, Kimmo. Oh, Kimmo barely has any mana at all. Pounce, easy kill coming up. FD just continue to find pickoffs here. And I feel like for Execration, this should have been going better for them. They should have multiple blinks up by this point in time. See it again. Another kill there. Slark just jumps in. See the alpha. Slark just basically jumping people. They just use this alpha strike potential that they have right now. They've got to be careful, of course. Doom is just such a problem. Doom now looks like he's going to pick up a BKB, which, yeah, against the Slark he kind of needs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
But
attack.
still, I mean, once the blinks are up, it is easily 1 or 2 team fights
Radiant
away from
structures
IIP from
are
getting back in
fortified.
control. Just their blinking initiation is so... the potential there is so strong. So definitely not out of it, but FD off to a really good start. And probably couldn't have asked... they really actually probably couldn't have asked for much of a better start, really. I feel like IIP just made some errors in their hero rotations, when and where they decided to send them. And just took what should have been a better early game. I mean, they should have just sacrificed TFM. So it's like, just, alright, well, we'll deal with it. Meanwhile, Pounce, Dark Pack comes through, Refraction comes through late there. Ravage comes out as well, catches 2 there. Miracle as well as Alka. Pelosa now, Ancient sealed up, tries to get away, docks it off. Never mind, doomed up, brought down. Miracle now looking for a target. Thunder God's Wrath comes through, they're trying to staple gun. Primo in trouble. Goes down to the Elder Titan. Meanwhile, Fox, Ice Arrows. Oh boy, Blink comes out there for Miracle. He's going to run down Fox. No escape for him.
To the 7 hells.
And 4 down for none in return, pretty much. Ouch.
Radiant's bottom tower
See the
is
fight
under
recap.
attack.
Actually, no, I lied. They took down 2 double buybacks, though. I lied. Did lose some money.
Radiant's middle tower is
But
under
in the
attack.
end, worth it. So, you know what? It was a decent trade there for FD. And throws the lightning bolt to scouting, doesn't find its mark though, and there we go, Slark jumps in, Blink, Pounce, lands on Ui, oh, he's so dead. Or maybe not actually, the Anchor Smash, keeping him alive for the moment, along with a Kraken Shield, still need level 1. But that Anchor Smash doing so much work against Pelosa, who actually doesn't have that much damage either. And jumps forward, pounces in, misses though, as we get a kill there, Miracle finding again, another kill. Oh no, Tide goes down, the lightning bolt comes through. Meanwhile, on the backside, Hannah now in trouble. Ancient Seal comes out. Concussive shot as well. Hannah trying to get away. Primo, though. Chase out. Ice Path comes in. Misses. Primo, Lubby looking for a target. Echo Stomp coming in. Primo now in trouble. Oh, so much damage. It does get cancelled, though, now. Going to come through. Shadow Dance there. Primo.
Radiant's middle tower
Brought
is
down.
under
And
attack.
Pollocky as well. So much damage. Miracle. Drow is actually a really surprisingly aggressive hero. Like, you see her played in pubs, and she's played as nothing but a 5-position carry.
Radiant's middle
She is
tower
so
is under
good at
attack.
early aggression. So much good damage there. Fox now, he's still got Doom in 3 seconds. Can he get it up in time? Doesn't look like it. He is going to get taken out. Miracle blinking like Miracle's all over this fight. He has no
Radiant's top
fear with his
tower
Aegis
is
on his
under
body.
attack.
He's got a
Radiant's
second
top
life,
tower has
and he's
fallen.
not afraid to trade it for kills. They get a tier 1 top, and so many kills. So many kills. Look at this. I swear they probably killed some of these heroes twice. Oh boy, that is a 3,500 gold swing in favor of FD. I said they would need to outplay the crap out of IIP, and I feel like they're doing. IIP did, like, basically lob them a slow ball with their early game, but FD are definitely taking it and running with it. Oh man, I feel just that this would be such, if they prioritize the blinks on Tide and Kimmo, this would be such a different game. They spent that early, instead of rotating Kimmo, just getting stacks up for the Tide. Get him his blink. Had that threat of the blink Ravage to set up fights. Instead, Miracle is just... Miracle, and without their, basically their blink initiation, Miracle and the Slark are just allowed to run right in these fights. There's blink everywhere. Just take out whoever they want. Slark just disengages, re-engages at will. They've got nothing to stop. Either the Doom manages to find him, or he just jumps in and out of the fight non-stop. And if they do even manage to Doom him, just... Miracle is all over them. Aegis is down. See where they go with next. As an item is coming out there for Drow, I think. There we go. Yasha coming out. Might... You know what? It could actually even just be the full-on Manta style first, because he's going to be up against Ancient Seal. I think it's actually pretty solid. Although he might just do casual Yasha or BKB, which will also be really good, because it will help him avoid the Ravage as well, along with the Fissure, Echo Slam, you name it. I think he will just do Counter Yashin or a BKB. Probably a safer option. Less damage, but a safer option all around. Meanwhile, oh, they've found Pelosa. Pelosa shadow dancing up. I think he's in trouble though. Jumps away and TP's out. I think he's safe now unless we see an Echo Slam. No, it gets cancelled. They get vision. Meanwhile, Parky just going to attack from over the trees there. Oh man, they found him eventually. Just rubbing up against the trees. I think it was the Earthshaker who found him. Slightly unlucky there and cancelled out by the stomps.
Radiant's top
From
tower
the
is
Earthshaker.
under
So I might
attack.
just need to kill, return there for IAP. But at the same time, Miracle continues to farm. Still a 7.5k lead though for
Dire's
first
bottom
departure.
tower is under attack.
Doom still working toward. Oh, Miracle, he wants this kill. He knows Doom's down. He's not afraid to go. Oh, blink out though, Doom. Blink in, blink out. Unfortunately, he's drought. If he waited just a few seconds, it would have been nighttime. Could have killed this Doom, but he saw him coming in and blinked out immediately.
Is under attack.
Nice path, gonna whiff there on Kimmo. Ravage comes through there, catching two. Hannah now in trouble as well. Alaka also trying to back off. Stomp, too late to come through. In comes the Mystic Flare. Hannah taking serious damage. Will try and get away. Arcane Bolt, so Drow comes in. She's still got that double damage. Gets stunned up. Doesn't matter though. Drow cast Mask of Madness. Double damage. Oh boy. She's just tearing IAP apart. Primo's going to go down as well. It's a massacre. Oh, maybe not. Don't escape, Primo. You are dead. Oh boy. 5-man wipe. Oh, and a courier.
Has been killed.
A 4-man wipe and a courier as Fox, the only one to escape retribution there. By virtue of not being anywhere near that fight at all, period. I think that's telling me fibs. But yeah, it's a 4 for 3 in the end.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So that Blink Dagger on Drow, so freaking good. So freaking good.
Dire's middle tower
I got the Blink
has
up
been
on time
denied.
now, it's just too late. I mean, they went for the initiation, but they just didn't have the follow-up there. They went for the initiation, but they went in, got a couple of support kills, but then they just had nothing to deal with the Drow. They really needed the Doom there as well. They had Blink Doom there to come in on top of the Drow after she blinked in. Would have been an entirely different story. And there we go, BKB, that fight. Oh boy. Casual Yash. Look at this. Miracle is so freaking fat. Net worth there. Miracle. Oh my god. It's 21 minutes in. 21, 22 minutes in. He has a Blink Dagger, a Mask of Madness, his
Radiant's
treads,
bottom
a
tower
Casual
is under
Yasha,
attack.
and a BKB. And now he'll probably just pick up some full-on damage now. Absolutely insane.
Regeneration.
FD, they could just take out the Roshan again. There we go. Yeah, Miracle says, yeah, easy. Easy, boys. They got Ice Arrows this time. Or not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jakira, though, just going to take out a kill there on Kimmo.
Radiant's
Gets picked
bottom
off.
tower is under attack.
Templar Assassinus continue pushing top line. They don't know this is going on. They have no vision at the moment. Lovey's just going
Dire's
to burn
top
down this
tower
tower.
is
Slark is
under
waiting for someone
attack.
to try and jump Lovey, just to counterattack.
Dire's structures are
Meanwhile,
fortified.
TA's still top.
Roshan
Doom
has
coming out a bit too
fallen
late.
to the depth. Radiant's
And the tower
bottom
will
tower
fall.
has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think Hannah realised he might be in a bit of trouble there. Just a bit of scouting. Primo Onui hanging around. Oh man, they really need this blink on Earthshaker though. They could find a tower. They could find the tier 1 top, tier 1 bottom without getting Earthshaker killed. That would probably mostly give him his dagger, but the TPs are
Dire's
coming in. They
middle
try and set this
tower
up
is
now.
under
Primo in
attack.
trouble. Pounce coming up. Dark Pact as well. No Pounce just yet. There we go. Pounce comes through. Echo Stomp comes in as well. Earth Splitter, Ravage, blinking. Gonna try and set this one up. Oh, well, Earth Splitter will be dodged there. Pelosi now jumping back there with Shadow Dance. Jumps forward again. Mystic Flare jumps away. Will it be enough? Arcane Bolt's going through. Primo's gonna go down. Pelosi lives the moment. Primo now throws down the shelf. Throws down the refraction. Can he survive? Doesn't look like it though. Ice Path as well. Will be burned down. Alka finds him with the lightning bolt as well. Uwe now being adjusted back. BKB says, screw you, magic damage, magic sons. You're not getting me. Miracle gets a godlike at 23 minutes. Jumps forward again. Looks for a target. Kimmo TP's away in the trees. It looks like Miracle will settle for creep. But again, FD just outplaying here. That Ravage came through. It looked like they were going to get a kill. Ravage came through to try and slow things down, but again, Miracle just blinks in on the rear side and just tears them apart from the backside.
Radiant's top tower is
Really
under
putting
attack.
that Blink Dagger to work. Again, no Doom to the Ravage out, but again, no Doom deployed. They really need to get this Doom down on the... Right now on the Drow, they've got to shut down Miracle. When Slark is all good and dandy, but right
Radiant's
now it's Miracle
top tower has
basically
fallen.
dishing out the deeps. Oh my god, he's swinging
Radiant's
for
top tower
he's
is under
swinging for
attack.
280 damage
Haste.
at 25 minutes in. 280 damage with his attack speed, that is insane. Meanwhile, Slark looking for a target, hit Fox. Oh boy, Fox is dead. No escape.
Amateur.
FD right now, have no fear whatsoever. As we see a plate mail, yeah, he's going for a Shiva's Guard here. I mean, that's going to upset it. Oh man, that's really actually going to upset Templar Assassin. She's not have a lot of attack speed to begin with. Getting slowed by the Drow and the Aura there. There's so much attack speed slow. It's actually going to be pretty hard for Templar Assassin. She gets hit by Liquid Fire, the Frost Arrow. She's going to have practically
Radiant's middle tower
no attack
is
speed.
under attack.
Type blinks away, just gets freaking ulted there. Oh, Primo in trouble as well. Pelosi going for the kill. Oh, gets hit by the fissure. Pelosi though jumps forward, doesn't matter. The BKB deployed, dodges the pounce there. Pelosi down in trouble, tries to get away here. One more hit, the tower gets the kill. Finally, some kind of return kill here, but they lose 3 in the meantime. And Miracle still has an Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, between the Liquid Fire and the Shiva's Guard, there's so much attack speed slow the Templar Assassin have to deal with.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We might even see
Dire's
this.
bottom tower is under attack.
No, we'll see. Oh, Echo Slam, no find. The Blink Dagger is out. There we go. They pick up the kill there. Alka Miracle takes about half health, but he's too late. They're not going to get the damage on him. Primo's just getting torn apart. Ravage comes through. Can they get this kill? Miracle goes down, but it's just his first life. He's got the Aegis still being deployed now. Hannah in trouble. Hannah goes down on a meld hit. They're going to try and get him away. Blink out there with a BKB. And Miracle turns. He's going to fight. Says, you know what? I'm going to go for this. No, changed his mind. No, never mind. He can't make up his mind. He's going to go in. He's going to go out. Now he's got the Zeus to back him up. Here we Blink out there from the battle. Zeus, Miracle, and Ancient sealed up. Miracle's going to go down for a second time. Pops a Manta Style. That's not enough. Ewy, they're going to go for this kill. Lightning Bolt. Never mind. Alika. Just run up to each other and everybody blinks out every which way. Finds Primo there. Primo now. He's got the refraction up. Ooh, just wore off. They could have gone for this. Never mind. The Slark finds him and gets the kill. Undercut's rat just for good measure. So close. The Tide almost dies a second time in a row to it. A 4-star there for Tide. They really need a pipe at this point in time. But unfortunately, casual cloak even for some of these heroes. I mean, hell, Miracle could even go for the Skadi build here. He's got the damage. He could just say, screw it, just pick up a Skadi just for the extra attack speed slow and control there. If they put that level of control out in Templar Assassin, she is going absolutely nowhere. Plus, the extra health from Skadi is actually really good for Drow. She is, suffice to say, incredibly squishy with the Mask of Madness. A bit better off now that she has a Manta, but still. And also the other benefit is that basically Drow gets double duty out of the Agi stats there from the Skadi. So she gets more damage than your average carry does out of a Skadi. It's actually decent all round. When you alternate the attacks.
Double damage.
Just every now and then, toss in the Frost Arrow just to slow them down a little bit further. So every third attack or so, you just manually activate and fire it. But, I mean, he might just go for a Crystallis as well. That's entirely possible.
Let the sharks have my flesh.
Sometimes the little
Miracle's
fish
good. You know what?
eats
You know, I really feel like freaking two-shotting people. Let me just pick up this Crystallis. As he... I'm going to spare slot now. We'll see what he goes for. But right now, it looks like FD are just going to push the high ground. Finally, we might see someone. Blink comes through with the Doom there. On top of it, here comes the Echo Slam. Not a really good one, though. Actually, pretty poor there as Miracle is BKB'd up. Does practically nothing. The Doom does come out there as it looks like they will just get shoved back. Oh, boy. IAP just get absolutely slaughtered. That is not how you want your initiation to go there. They could go for 5. Echo Stomp. Never mind. Silence down Primo. He's dead. I think that's game. No buybacks here for IAP. They are done.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And there we go, 28 minutes. Here goes the
Radiant's
racks.
middle barracks are under attack.
Miracle
Radiant's
just
middle
tearing them
barracks
apart.
has
2.8k in
fallen.
the
Radiant's middle
bank there.
barracks
Pelosa
has
now
fallen.
working on this top tier 3. They should be able to bring that
Radiant's
down
top
before the
tower
revives
is
come through.
under
Ravage is
attack.
still available, but they just don't have any fault. They did not have a Ravage in that last fight. The Echo Slam was... It hit... and I used hit very
Radiant's
strenuously.
top tower has
It hit a
fallen.
BK bead
Radiant's
drow.
top
And pretty much
barracks
that
are
meant
under
only
attack.
the Echo Slam waves went through. That was it. That was really quite useless. The Doom went through, but that was about it. They just did not have the follow-up there on the drow at all.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
See Doom now just... Ravage comes through, but to what end? Although we might have something come through, maybe a kill. Never mind, Pelosa pops the Shadow Dance there. Kimo's going to get taken out there. Oh boy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh man. Scarlet Mage pops the Ghost Scepter to try and keep the Slark of the Drow off him. Just immediately gets lightning bolted into oblivion. GG is called. FD, just textbook. Slaughter IAP.
Dire victory.
Oh man, I feel like this game though just came down to the fact that IAP were too worried about finding farm on the Templar Assassin. Just said, alright, you know what, it's fine. If they want to commit 2 heroes to slowing down the Templar Assassin, our mid game is not the Templar Assassin, it's our huge teamfight spells. It's our big Blink Echo, Blink Ravage, Fissure, Doom, all those good spells. We get on top of you, we force a fight, you get crushed. They did not prioritize that. The Doom, also, slow on the farm. He had pretty much an uncontested lane. He was being constantly babysat there by Scarlet Mage, and for some reason only had 36 CS at 10 minutes. I mean, obviously with Devour, he's still got the 6-minute minus, but he should have been better farm than he was, is the main thing I'm trying to say here. Anyway, guys, FD, they take that match out. Stay tuned. We will have another match coming up in roughly... in fact, I'll be able to tell you right now. We will have another match coming up in 15 minutes, so stay tuned. We'll be Can't Say Whips up against Invasion. So... we'll see how that one goes down, but Invasion, they have a chance to win a second one in a row. Of course, they did take out G-Guard earlier in the night. Anyway, guys, thanks for thanks for watching. Stay tuned. My name is Triumph Man. We'll be bringing you more Starladder Season 11 matches in just a moment.